Arsenal hosted Southampton at the Emirates Stadium on Friday night as they looked to extend their Premier League lead over Manchester City. Arsenal fought back from 2 goals down against Southampton as Mikel Arteta's side scored twice late on to salvage a 3-3 draw. His players still lay strewn all over the pitch after the final whistle, however, in the knowledge that they had just handed Manchester City a major boost in the Premier League title race. Carlos Alcaraz, Theo Walcott and Duje Koletkar scored for the visitors as Gabriel Martinelli, Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka responded for the hosts. Express Sport takes you through 4 things we learned from a mesmerizing encounter. Zinchenko typifies Arsenal panic. The game got off to a terrible start for the home side and Oleksandr Zinchenko felt compelled to take matters into his own hands after Theo Walcott made it 2-0 inside a quarter of an hour. With the crowd shell-shocked, he gestured for all players to join him in the Arsenal half for an impromptu pep talk. He was also spotted in a heated discussion with club captain Martin Odegaard. Sky Sports pundit Gary Neville was left puzzled by Zinchenko's antics, suggesting that the Ukrainian should instead focus on tightening up his defensive work. The players seemed to be just as perplexed and panicked as the crowd, with Manchester City hot on their tails in the title race. It turned into a poor evening all round for the Arsenal star as he lost Duje Koletkar at the back post for Southampton's third, before being hauled off on 70 minutes. His blushes were ultimately spared by his teammates' late recovery. Lightning strikes twice. Arsenal remain top of the table, for now at least, which makes it even more curious that they have conceded the 2 fastest Premier League goals this season. Bournemouth star Philip Billing notched the fastest as the Gunners came back to win 3-2 last month. While this time it was Alcaraz's turn to wheel away in celebration. The ball hit the net with just 27 seconds on the clock as the Argentine pounced on a slack pass by Aaron Ramsdale and finished confidently. Arteta will be desperately keen to avoid similarly sloppy starts from now until the end of the season. Xhaka proves huge miss. The Swiss midfielder has enjoyed his best ever season as a Gunner in 2022-23, but he missed out on the Saints' visit to North London due to illness. The more attack-minded Fabio Vieira was selected to replace him in the midfield 3, and the difference was striking. Southampton's players were able to find freedom in the middle of the park as Arsenal lacked an element of steel without Granit Xhaka. Alcaraz in particular benefited as he scored the first and set up the Saints' second by finding spaces in the hole. It was therefore no surprise to see Vieira hooked before the hour mark. Ramsdale goes full De Gea. It has been a thoroughly unpleasant few days for Premier League goalkeepers. Manchester United's David De Gea set the tone with a disastrous display against Sevilla in the Europa League on Thursday, while Arsenal's Ramsdale was similarly shaky as he shipped 3 against Southampton. The former Sheffield United star did little to settle his nerves on home turf as he gave the ball squarely to Alcaraz within 30 seconds and couldn't reach his subsequent shot, which flew into the net. Ramsdale went on to fumble a Mohamed El-Yunusi header just before the break, with his overall performance one to forget on Friday night, despite the Gunners' spirited effort to clinch a draw.